Imagine New York at midnight, except something is wrong. The skyline is a black cardboard cutout. No office windows glow. No traffic lights blink red. No neon pharmacy sign promises snacks and questionable vitamins at 2 a.m. No phone screens float down the sidewalk like tiny personal moons. There is no refrigerator hum leaking from apartment kitchens, no elevator ding, no subway signal, just hoofbeats, gas lamps, smoke, matches, and people going to bed because the sun has made a strong argument. And the weird part is, this world isn't destroyed. It is a world where humanity never learned to generate and control electrical power. At first, you'd think the main problem is darkness. And yes, night would be very committed to the role. Cities could still have candles, oil lamps, gas lamps, fireplaces. Before electric lighting, gaslit streets were a serious urban technology. But flame is needy. It needs fuel, ventilation, maintenance, and constant babysitting. Wealthy districts glow, poorer streets fade, reading after sunset costs money, and everything smells faintly of smoke, soot, oil, horse manure, and hot metal. But darkness is the easy problem. Your phone battery would finally stop being an issue because your phone would be a small, sad brick that never existed. No phones means no instant calls. No radio means no broadcast news. No internet means the cloud becomes actual clouds, which are beautiful, but terrible at storing spreadsheets. News travels by newspaper, messenger, mail, public notice, maybe optical semaphore towers on hills. Pneumatic tubes might whoosh paper messages under city streets, like Victorian email. Clever? Absolutely. Instant? Not quite. At home, life becomes a maintenance hobby you cannot unsubscribe from. Cooking is flame, heating is stove or furnace, laundry is hand labor, cranks, rollers, and regret. Food shopping happens more often because without electric refrigeration, leftovers become a high-stakes negotiation with bacteria. People preserve food with salt, smoke, drying, pickling, fermentation, root cellars, and ice boxes. Supermarkets look less like glowing abundance warehouses and more like local markets built around what can survive the day. Then cities change shape. Without electric elevators, tall buildings become much less attractive. Steam and hydraulic elevators existed, but electric motors made high-rise life practical at scale. In this world, the rich might live on lower floors because climbing 10 flights in formal clothing is not a personality. Water and sewage do not vanish. Humans had gravity systems, aqueducts, steam pumps, and impressive plumbing before electrification, but modern megacities depend on reliable pumping, monitoring, treatment, signaling, and maintenance. Without electrical control, everything has more friction. Factories still exist too. Steam engines, water wheels, belts, shafts, hydraulics, gas engines, and clockwork machines could power workshops. A no-electricity office still has meetings, proving humanity's true curse was never technology. So maybe civilization keeps progressing. Just with more gears, partly, this alternate world could be clever, industrial, artistic, political, and ambitious. It might have railways, printing presses, mechanical calculators, chemical industries, gaslit boulevards, and elaborate machines that look like a pocket watch married a locomotive. But then we hit the deeper wall. Electricity is uniquely strange because it carries both energy and information. Steam is great at pushing pistons. Fire is great at making heat. Wind and water are useful when geography cooperates. Muscle is flexible, but annoyingly attached to tired humans. Electricity can travel through wires, switch almost instantly, power a tiny sensor or a giant motor, become light, heat, motion, sound, magnetism, or calculation. It can sense, signal, store, measure, and coordinate. That is why the biggest loss is not the light bulb, it is the nervous system. A hospital without electricity is not just candlelit. It loses electronic monitors, imaging machines, powered pumps, many lab systems, reliable cold storage for some medicines, rapid communication, and the invisible timing that keeps modern care coordinated. Weather forecasting shrinks without satellites, radar networks, sensors, and computers. Banking becomes paper, couriers, delayed trust. A ship arrives, but the warehouse does not know, the train schedule does not update, and the store does not know what is coming. This is what people misunderstand. They imagine the 1800s with fewer gadgets. But no, electricity does not remove devices one by one. It removes the system that lets millions of devices, people, vehicles, hospitals, markets, and governments act together in real time. Humanity would not be stupid. It would adapt. It would build around flame, pressure, gears, animals, rivers, coal, chemistry, and muscle. But the world would be smaller, slower, smokier, darker, more unequal, and less synchronized. So return to that city at midnight, At first, the scary thing was the missing glow. No windows, no signs, no screens. But now you notice what is really absent. Not the light, the hum. Because in this world, the city isn't dead. It's awake. It just has no nerves. And if that makes your nearest outlet feel slightly magical, maybe subscribe before it disappears.